next speaker is Jynx Sanders. She's the principal and owner of Merchants Office Furniture in the heart of Arapahoe Square at Park Avenue and Arapahoe Street. She joined her father Richard 5 years ago, becoming the third generation to carry on the family's legacy in that business. Her business was founded by her grandfather Marvin Sanders, first opened the Merchant Salvage Company in 1940 at its original location, 1405 Larimer. Jynx is Vice President of the Ballpark Neighborhood Association and also sits on the Arapahoe Square Working Group. Please help me welcome Jynx.
Woo!
I truly appreciate the partnership inviting me here today to share with you my perspective on Arapahoe Square. As a member of the working group, as well as the third generation to join our family's business, I've had the opportunity to learn the history, the challenge, as well as the potential of our neighborhood. I'd like to start out by reading an excerpt from a letter describing the challenges of running a business at Arapahoe Square. Dear Mayor, I feel it is appropriate that I write to you with the concerns of many downtown businesses. Our customers are forced to run a gauntlet of panhandlers to reach our door, wading through broken bottles and debris to get there. They walk through piles of human waste and the smell of urine to pass through our door. Perhaps our customers will prefer to shop in safer and more sanitary surroundings. Surely the city will not like to see businesses of longevity that have made a commitment to maintaining downtown properties leave the area. The prospect of another boarded-up storefront cannot be appealing to anyone. This letter was written by my father, Richard Sanders, to Mayor Wellington Webb on November 17, 1997. And it is as true today, 15 years later, as it was then. The health and safety issues that overshadow Arapahoe Square are nothing new. There are a number of longtime property owners and families that have struggled greatly with the unintended consequences of the area's many social service organizations. To give you a bit of history, my grandfather opened Merchants in 1940. 21 years later, he relocated to the nearby warehousing district where retail shops were thriving. My grandfather purchased Bob Jones Skyland Ford, one of the largest dealerships of the time. There's an image for you. It sat at the intersection of Arapahoe, Broadway, and Park Avenue. My father joined Merchants in 1970, the same year the Denver Rescue Mission opened next door. By 1975, the presence of the homeless community was growing. Due to the worsening condition of Lawrence Street and numerous broken windows, he boarded up the 20-foot open window retail front and moved the front door from Broadway to Arapahoe. Merchants essentially turned its back on this gateway to the city, the Grand Boulevard of Broadway. Here's a few more pictures. And that's with the boarded up windows. Conditions remained fairly manageable the next 20 years. There was no gangs, no tagging, no triangle parks until the late 80s and early 90s. Denver's population boomed, growing by over 29% in 1990, bringing with it the social consequences of an increasing transient and homeless population. To meet this need, a number of service providers moved into the neighborhood: St. Francis Center in 83, the Coalition in 84, the Samaritan House in 86. The neighborhood was redefined not only by homeless, but also by the criminal activity that ensued. Coors Field was built in 1995. Though it was one of Denver's greatest economic drivers, it also brought with it a demand for parking lots, many of which now define the landscape of Arapahoe Square. Neglected parking lots and triangle parks are some of the biggest incubators of crime in our city. They provide a venue for drug dealers to prey upon the homeless trying to turn their lives around from addiction. They become havens for criminal activity, dangerous to our law enforcement. And they create an eyesore which stains our community and deters the average Denverite from venturing to explore our neighborhood and businesses. Until the public can perceive this area as truly safe, day or night, economic development and density growth will remain in a holding pattern. The local neighborhood associations and social service organizations have collaborated with the city in recent years to address and resolve criminal activity that plagues the open spaces of Arapahoe Square. The Denver Rescue Mission has gone to great lengths to be a good neighbor and provide a safe and healthy environment for its clients. In return, merchants and other local businesses such as Snooze have partnered with the shelters to help provide employment for the homeless clients, seeking to turn their lives around. These individuals gain valuable skills to ensure their future, while our company gains an employment demographic that is both hardworking and dependable. My hope is that this partnership will serve as a model to the greater community and provide a longer-term solution to homelessness. In closing, I'd like to challenge you all with the following thought. Last night, after spending a late night at Merchants, thinking of what to speak to you all about, I walked out to my car and felt that familiar sense of fear. If I, as a business owner, do not feel comfortable crossing Broadway at Park Avenue after dark to get to my car, how do we expect customers, local residents, and new entrepreneurs looking to open businesses to do the same? I came here today to speak to you because I believe in this community. I want to assure you that our business has been here for 70 years and is here to stay. With the right strategy and momentum, I look forward to the day when Merchants can reopen its full-length storefront windows